In this video, I am going to start a new pattern. I do not have a name for this pattern yet. It is the very beginning, so I kind of wanted to do some step-by-steps to help out anyone who has any confusion. I am going to catch on, and before I get started, I might end up needing to change the pattern. This might not be the right size for you. This is the very beginning of the process, so don't pay attention to the amount of numbers or the amount of stitches that I use. Rather, just pay attention to the technique. Okay, so first we are going to cast on, and in order to cast on for this one, I'm going to do what's called Longtail Method. So I'm not going to be casting on too many stitches, so this is the length I'm probably, maybe a little more just in case, going to use. So first I'm going to have my 2 fingers loop around, create a little loop. I am using circular needles. I am entering it so that the working yarn is on my left and my tail is on my right. And see how this guy's loose? I am going to tighten this baby up a little bit, but you still have to get the other needle through when you're knitting, so you don't want it to be too tight. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't make too much noise. All right. So I am going to pull this to the side, create a loop, pull it over, get my working yarn, bring it around, bring this back over, and pull. We are going to create a loop. Put it over the needle. Bring the working yarn over. Bring the loop back over. Now we have 3 stitches. I am doubling up my yarn, so I have 2 strands in case that gets confusing. Creating a loop, bringing it over, working yarn, around, loop, over. So it's loop, over, around, over, you're done. Loop, over, over, pull. Loop, over, over, pull. Loop, over, over, pull. Okay, I just casted on Longtail Method. The pros to Longtail are that it's fast, it's easy, and I would like to think that it's beginner friendly. The cons are that I finished my stitches, but say I still had 10 more stitches to go. I don't think that this would give me 10 more stitches, which means that I would have to start over again. So in the beginning, I would either waste a lot of yarn, which is fine, or I would have to start over a million times. So it can get frustrating if you don't have a good idea for how much length you need in your tail. I have heard that this is English English casting on, German casting on. I have tried to figure out the actual name for it, and apparently multiple people refer to multiple different names. So I'm English. I will say this is how I cast on using the English cast on technique. So you do not need a long tail. I'm gonna do about here just so that I can weave it in and it won't be sticking out. Okay, I've got my knot. I have got my circular knitting needles. Let me zoom out. These are going to be US 17 or 12 millimeters. I also prefer a very short cord. The shorter the better in my opinion, but you can knit with as long as a cord as you would like. So we have our tail. That's going to go on our left. Our working yarn is going to go on our right. We're going to stick this baby in. We're going to tighten it, but not too tight. See how there's room right here? Because we eventually will need to get in here and knit, so we don't want that to be too tight. So we have one stitch right now. In order to get the second stitch, we're going to enter our needle as if we were going to knit this stitch. We're going to grab our working yarn, we're going to bring it over, pull it through almost as if we were knitting it, and then bring it over and bring it on top. I'll show you that again. We're going to go in, bring it over, bring it out, and over. And in, around, pull through, over, in, around, pull through, over. I like doing this because I don't have to guess how long the tail would need to be. I have been there way too many times where I have to start over. I will have to cast on 70 and I get to 60 and realize I don't have enough. And then I do it again, realize I don't have enough. So this, in my opinion, it creates a nice edge and I don't have to worry about this. So it's worth the time that it takes. Going to go in, pull through, over, in, around, pull through, over, in, around, pull through, over. I just finished on casting on my stitches. In the next video, I will show you how we connect in the round and place stitch markers.